So this is a movie review for Christians for the movie about Brian Banks. I think it's entitled Brian Banks, the story of Brian Banks, which I saw today. And it's a true story based on his life story where he was falsely accused of rape and falsely accused and wrongly convicted as he was coming out of high school, or still in high school, and was a good citizen, good student, and a good football player. And then suddenly he got accused and ended up in prison for 11 years. All the while, the accuser was out in the city living her life, having children. And one day, well, he's actually out of prison by this time, so he's done his 11 years in prison. Now he's on parole, and the girl who accused him contacts him by email, and he's stunned. He can't believe it. He's at first he's very angry. He wants to take out his rage on her in the email. Later on the phone, likewise. But he hatches a plan to try to get together with her, have her expose the truth on a video camera, unbeknownst to her, in which she admits that he didn't rape her. He did not rape her. She admits it on video camera. But the first problem is that in California, recording somebody without their consent in such cases, at least audio recording, was inadmissible in court, so they had to get over that technicality first. Almost, and they had a timeline, because after he's finished with parole, the guilty conviction remains on for life. You can't have it removed after that. And with a felony conviction such as rape, he can't get a job. He can't even try to play pro football like he wanted to do. So it takes you through that process of where they had to convince the district attorney and the judge and continue to try to get a more legal confession from the lady, the accuser. But rather than just recite the whole story, which probably a lot of you know, but it's a good movie. It's suspenseful, and it draws you into the pain through which Brian Banks went, the emotional anguish and spiritual anguish. Imagine being in prison for 11 years for something you did not do. It's got to be heart-wrenching. And so, as you know, I say pray the movies, and it should be a good reminder of us to pray for prisoners, not just those falsely convicted, all prisoners, because even those who have done some really bad, serious things can still be redeemed. So we have to try to refrain from just wagging the finger and clicking our tongues, and try to pray for their souls and their conversion. So pray for prisoners and do what you can. Some churches have prison ministries and things like that. That's a great thing to do. And then also pray all the more so for those falsely convicted. I myself even had a little thing, not a felony, thank God, but I was falsely accused of a misdemeanor. So actually I was framed, intentionally framed, and it's a long story, I won't go into it, but I know a little bit about how that feels. And so let us just continue to pray for those who are oppressed, persecuted, terrorized, victims of terror, victims of persecution in general. And continue to tell the good news, shine light, and give hope. Give people hope. If not for this life, then for the next. God be with you all and bless you. Praying for you. Keep fulfilling the Great Commission as best you can. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.